what we're going to do now is we're going to write a program that is going to ask you to, that's going to take 5 values from you and put into an array, okay, and give you the largest number. So we will define so in this program what we're going to do, we're going to define an array of 5 elements and take 5 values from the user, put into an array and find the largest number, right? So how would we do that? We say integer because there are 5 values, so we say values and then we say 5, and then we're gonna write a loop for taking 5 values from the user. That would be integer I is equal to 0 and I less than 5 and I plus plus, okay, and we do scanf and that will take 5 values from the user on the screen, and because those are integers, so we do this, okay, and then we do comma and sign, and because it's a value, so what we do is we put values and I, and that will take 5 values and put into this array of 5 elements. Now we got the 5 values, and then next thing what we need to do, we need to find which one is the largest number. So what we can do is we write another program which can find that for us. So we say integer instead of I, we say y is equal to 0. Y.
Inside the first loop?
Yes, this is a second loop, which is not a nested loop. So it's a separate loop.
Oh.
It's not the same loop. And then we say y plus plus, and because the first loop will take 5 values and the second loop will check, because before we do that we need to also define an integer variable largest, because we are trying to find the largest value. So we'll set largest to 0 because we think the 0 is the smallest value and we'll only enter the positive values. So what we do is we just put a if condition here, and we say if largest is greater than if the we say values is, we'll put it that way, values y is greater than the largest, okay, largest, then what you should do, you should simply put the largest is equal to values sub y, and by the end of this whatever is left would be the largest value. And because there are multiple statements, that's why we need to also put a curly bracket here for the loop as well. So there's one curly bracket for the loop, this one, and this one is for our if condition. Actually we don't need to put a curly bracket for if condition because only single statement is there. When there is a single statement we don't need to put a curly bracket, but there are multiple statements. For example, for this loop we need to make a block. So here we are now going to, by the end of this loop is run, so what you can simply print a message saying a largest value is equal to, and then you put %d and then you say largest, and that would be basically the largest, because when this loop run it will have. So let's see if it works the way we have planned it or not. So we run this program. Sorry?
We didn't define y as value.
Yeah, so basically this will give an error. Why? Because we did define y because y is inside the loop. Okay, so let's run this one. Okay, we got a largest. I think we got a largest, maybe spelling problem here. Largest. Okay.
Yeah, spelling.
12 largest.
Largest.
Yeah, that's a spelling mistake. So if you have any spelling mistake, it will give you an error. Here you go. So program is running, and now we started typing in, and let's say we type 5, then we type 6, then we type let's say 50. What is the largest value you want to enter? 500?
Yeah.
Okay, and then we type
2.
maybe 2. Okay, 2, and the largest is 500. It gives you the largest value. Similarly, if you want to play around with the array, you need to be able to work with array and loop, because loop allows you to do something. For example, if you want to find a value that is basically even or odd, you want to find out in this array how many number are even and how many numbers are odd, okay, out of 5. How would you do that? You simply do the same thing. If you do this one, percentage, because you even or odd is by the remainder, right? This is equal to 0. Okay, what that means? That means that is a even number. So what we do is we forget the largest, and we simply do it by 2. We divide it by 2, the value, and also forget about this largest, because right now we are trying to find out what is even and what is odd. So we have to do odd is equal to 0, and then we do even is equal to 0 as well. Okay, now we set the even or odd number zeros, and we say if is equal to this, then you do is if it is remainder is 0, so that's basically an even number, right? So even is equal to even plus 1. We want to find out how many, right? Else that would be odd is equal to odd plus 1. So this way you can find how many even and odd number you entered, and by the end of it you just print here, you say the total even number even or evens or even numbers are, and then you say this, and odd numbers are, and then you put this and D, and all you need to do is here now you need to put even comma odd. By the time it runs, it will print this for you, and it has to be within the loop, because loop will go through every single number and find out for you what you need to know. So if we run this again and we write down number, so we say 3, we say 5, we say 6, we say 8, we say 9. If I press 9 now after this, how many number are even and how many odd? Can you count this, please? 3, 5, and 9 are odd, and 2 even numbers. So if I do this, it will tell me total number of even numbers are 2 and odd number are 3. Okay, so that way you manipulate an array which is a single dimension array. Okay, so similarly you can do a lot of other things with the array. You can find even let's say you can do like a sum of all the numbers of array as well with a loop. You can add all the elements together and they sum of all, and that would be simple loop. We don't have to do this. If we want to sum all the number that we entered, we don't need this one as well. So it will be simple. What we do is you set a for loop and we say total.
For the second loop,
Okay.
can I change y to I, or it should be a
No, it won't be an error because that's local. If I put I here, that's a very good question. If I put I here, would it give an error? No, it will not give an error, because this is locally defined within the loop. So if you do this one I as well, this is local.
locally defined.
Yeah.
Defined
So
with
you
the
do
column.
two number. But if we define I here, okay,
It will give
that will be an error. We can't define twice I here, but here within the loop you can define it.
Okay.
So if we do this here again printf, and we say and because it's not within the body of loop, right? So if it is nested loop, then again it will be a problem, but it's not nested loop, it's a single loop. So we want to do is we want to do the total is equal to values total total is equal to total plus values, and then we put I here, and by the time this is run, and now we don't need this bracket because there's only single statement, and we can say the total of all values in array is equal to, and then we can simply print that here. like this and like this, okay. So this is it, and we can put here this one, and we can run this again. Okay, we got a error. Can you find out the error? Printf, what is the error? Odd is not declared. So oh sorry, this is our, we need to put here total. Okay, and we run this, and we'll put 5, this, so it will give at the end the total of all those values is 28. This is how you can manipulate and play around with an array which has certain numbers. So this is a single dimension array, and in the next lecture you'll see how we can play around with 2-dimension array. Thank you.